Hello! Happy holidays to friends, family, and whoever may be watching this. I've been seeing a lot of my favorite reviewers be doing their top 10 movies of the year. And I thought, why not give that a shot? And, just so I can get my picks out for all my friends and family and people who maybe want to see some good movies. So I compiled a list, and I think I've got it down to what I like the best. These are my favorite movies of the year. Not necessarily the best movies or best reviewed movies of the year. So yeah, let's just get started so this is not a long video. I'm going to start by giving honorable mentions. My X-Men, Days of Future Past, Big Hero 6, Boyhood, which I haven't seen yet, but I hear is fantastic, Raid 2, and Captain America 2. So those are my honorable mentions, and I'll just start with number 10. We have 22 Jump Street. The first one was fantastic, and I knew that with the same directors on board and Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, this is going to be a great movie. Laughed throughout. I thought it was as good as the first. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's hilarious. Go see it. Number 9, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is very good. Jake Gyllenhaal is fantastic. I don't think I've ever seen him better in a film. He lost a lot of weight for the role, and he is really good. He gives the performance of a lifetime. The story is actually very interesting too, about the news and everything like that. So it's really good, and the ending is very thrilling. So check that out if you haven't. Number 8, Edge of Tomorrow. This is the Tom Cruise like Groundhog Day-ish film, but it's very actiony, and it was a surprising hit. Going into the year, I didn't hear anything about it or think it was going to be that good, and then it came out, got really good reviews, so I had to see it myself, and I ended up enjoying it so much. And you can currently get this on Blu-ray or whatever, so go see that one too. It's a really good action flick that I think you'll really enjoy. Number 7, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This is the movie where I went in just really not expecting much. And then I came out and I was like so surprised at how good it was. It had heart. It was actiony. The motion capture was amazing. Andy Serkis is at his best. Yeah, and it's about the apes and the people and them clashing, and I know that sounds very generic, but that's what it's about, and it's very good. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a good movie. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy. I know everyone loved this film, and I'm not really huge on the Marvel Universe, but this is one that kind of changed that for me. It was funny, original. Chris Pratt was awesome. Yeah, it was different for a Marvel film. It made a lot of money, and I think people like it a lot more than I do. But it was a good movie. And if you haven't seen it, which you probably have, I would check it out because it's a good, fun little movie to watch. Number 5, The Lego Movie. This movie was surprising to all of us. Although I knew Chris Miller and whatever the directors are, I knew they were directing this. Same guys who did 21 Jump Street, and that was a hilarious movie, so I knew that this was going to be really good. And I just loved it so much. It's so, the jokes are funny. You see all your favorite Lego characters, and it's just such a joy to watch. And so definitely see that if you haven't. Number 4, Interstellar. This is one of my most anticipated of the year, and it paid off for me. I love Christopher Nolan, Inception, one of my favorite movies. But this one, the Interstellar, was a little long, but seeing it in IMAX, I saw it in New York in the big IMAX, and it was so good. It was so big, and it took up the whole screen, and it was really loud, and that was the kind of theater you need to see this movie in. So if you haven't gotten a chance to see it in the theaters, get there now, because this is a theater movie. I mean, you could watch this at home and turn up your speakers all the way, but it's not going to compare to an IMAX experience at all. So great performances from Matthew McConaughey. This is a really, really good movie. Definitely one of Nolan's better ones. So check it out. All right, we're getting down to the wire. All right, we got number 3, Gone Girl. This movie, I did not read the book. I kind of went in blind. I only knew kind of what it was about. And it just blew my mind. We were taken with twists and turns and awesome stuff. And I really can't say much about it without giving it away. But yeah, David Fincher is the man. And he did justice to the book, I assume so. It's a thriller. It's really good. Ben Affleck is great. This movie just came out, I'm pretty sure, on demand or on iTunes or whatever. So please, I urge you to see this movie. It's very good. Please to see it. And NPH is the man. Coming out at number 2, Birdman. Birdman. And this isn't wide released yet, but you should be seeing this going up for some Oscars. Michael Keaton is fantastic. This movie is like almost like a behind the scenes about this washed up guy, Michael Keaton, making a Broadway play, and it's just so cool. The soundtrack is just a bunch of drums, and the shots all look like the whole movie looks like it's one take, and it was a fascinating watch, and it's something different from any of the other films that I've seen this year. So that is why it's my number 2. It's really good. When it comes out in the local theater or on demand or whatever, see it. It's worth it. Great performances all around. Highly recommend. And my number 1, Whiplash. This movie, man, this is a movie that takes a simple premise about a kid who wants to play drums in a highly ranked jazz school, and it's just so good. The acting is so good that you just it keeps you. I can't even get words out. I can't. Because it's just so good. Miles Teller is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of him. And he kills it in this movie. And J.K. Simmons hopefully gets the Oscar, or at least a nomination, because he is fantastic. The music is awesome. It's a thrilling movie. The ending is so good. I can't say enough about this. I can't wait for it to come out because I want to watch it over and over and over again. Is definitely my number 1 film of the year. Alright, this video is long enough, 8 minutes. So, if you stuck around this long, thanks. I just made this for friends and family and, whoever wants to know what my top 10 are, or whatever. So, yeah. Have a good rest of your year. And maybe I'll do this next year. Because it's fun. Alright. Well, that's my top 10 list. I'm Tyler Fritz. Good night!